Hi, welcome to this guide. In today's video, I'm going to give you the tips on how you can create a website for your brand, for your company, for your products, etc. So, being a web designer for years, I have met different companies who want to design their websites, and some factors hinder them from accomplishing their dream. So, as I have witnessed these situations, I know they are frequently asked questions, and today I want to unleash them to you in this video. So keep watching. My name is Tabrazak, and if you don't know yet, that means you are first watching this video. So I am a content creator, web designer at fastnowas.com, the platform I created to help people, students, companies, or anybody who wants to create a website for his or her brand, for company, etc. On my website and the YouTube channel here, I help people answer the frequently asked questions about domain, about hosting, about cPanel, website management, SEO, etc. I want to make people's life easy. I don't want people to face the challenges that I faced when I was started out. So if you want to design a website for your company, for your brand, for your products, as usual, you have to get an online presence, and the website creating is one of the best things to do first. I want you to create website first. If you're intending to have mobile application in the future, then you can turn that website into mobile application. Perhaps know any mobile application in the world that does not have a website. It is a web page that they turn into application. That is it. And they have web hosting, they have domain, etc. So there is no any coder that will say to you that they can't create an application without web page. They have web page, and that is it. So let's leave that one aside because that is not the topic of our discussion today. My topic of discussion today is you, that is a company owner that have a brand, a service or product to sell. You have customers who are interested to patronize your customers and your product or services online in other region. How can you reach out to them? How can you deliver a service to them? For example, if you are a web designer and you are living in one community like this, one community, how can you let people from other regions know your services, know what you are into, so they can hire you for designing their websites, for redesigning their products, web pages, helping them achieve SEO, etc. Oh, I'm coming. So that is it. Sorry for interrupting you. So if you want to create a website for your brand, for your product, for your services, etc., the number one step is you need to take is determine your goal. With that website, what goal do you want to achieve with it? Do you want to sell your products, sell your services, let people subscribe to your newsletters, subscribe to your YouTube channel, know your portfolio, know what you are good at, know your services, know what you are selling, etc. Do you want to turn that website into an e-commerce? Do you want to showcase your experience in the niche that your website is centered? That is blog websites, e-commerce websites, portfolio website, business website, commercial website, local website, news and media websites, etc. You have to determine your goal. Goal determines everything. If you have determined your goal, then step number 2 is find out who can design it for you. Online, find out, browse on your web browser, top best or professional web designer in so this place, top best e-commerce web designer in your community. You type them. In fact, if you are typing something on web browser, especially Google Chrome, and you type best something, then they will tell you best web designer near me, best web developer near me, best e-commerce website developer. You see near me as an auto suggestion. So the step number 2 is find out who can design it. You can find out people on Fiverr, etc. You can find the one in your community, in your places, or online to help them do it for you. Step number 3 is buy web hosting and domain. Web hosting is very important. They are very crucial. Domain and web hosting. Domain is the name of your website, while hosting is the company that hosts it for you. It's a tool that hosts your video, your website videos. If you are going to have videos, you must have text, you must have images, etc. Because there is no any website that will create in the world that will not have content. And content, there must be hosted in a thing like your store, your local store products. If you are doing commercial business, you have a shop, you can get products, and these are what you are selling. So the thing that hosts them is your store. The room that you pack your load inside is your store. This is what we call web hosting. And your business name, which you wrote at the board and place it at the front of your store, is called domain. That is it. Is it a logic? I told this one to you so that you can understand the meaning of web hosting and domain. There is no new web designer that can help you without you buying web hosting. You must have to buy web hosting yet. In fact, there are some developers that can code your website from scratch for you using web designing language, HTML, CSS, Python, etc. There are different types of programming languages that they can use to create your website for you. After they have created it, they don't need to first of all buy web hosting and the domain yet. Then they'll send it to you. After you have cross-checked them, you know that they are going to work. Then you go out and buy web hosting. But this one is more expensive than the one you buy web hosting and the domain name first. Because some companies where you buy your web hosting and domain, they can get you a cheap web designer to customize your website for you. And in fact, if you follow my content, my guide on fastknowers.com, you can know that I am centered on giving out content about WordPress web design. So if you buy WordPress web hosting, then you can free of charge customize your website for yourself using page builders like Elementor, DV Builder, Seed Pro, etc. If you go to fastknowers.com and you type for page builders, they are there for you. And I have created an in-depth step-by-step guide on how to use an Elementor page builder to design your website for free without writing any single line of code. And it's going to be step-by-step and easy for free. So step number 2 is hire or find out who can design your website for you. Step number 3 is I said first number 1 is to determine your goal. Step number 2 is to find out who can design it for you. Step number 3 is buy domain and web hosting. Now let's go to the step number 4. Step number 4 is create online presence for your website. As your website was fully developed and designed, then nobody can know it is existing. Nobody can know, especially you, except you, your friends, your business partner who you have told one-on-one or who have known that you have created the website. Other people from other regions cannot know that your website exists. So the best way that you can let them know is create content. If you create content on your website, that is a blog section on your website, people will find out the problems they are looking for, and Google and search engine will give it out to them. So if you are a web designer, you need to be creating content about web design for people to come to the website for more guides, for more information on how they can design their website. So if they find it and they find you worthy, if they're professional, they can give you professional website to design. That is it. If you are a pharmacist You need to be blogging about the symptoms of diseases, how they can cure it, the medicine that they can use, the description of the medicine, how that the medicines you are selling were produced, the companies you are buying from, top best companies that you can buy drugs for cough, for example, for malaria fever, etc. You have to blog all these things on your blog so that people, when they type a keyword that relate to this on their web browser, then crawler can crawl your content and index it on the search engine results like Google Chrome, Yahoo, Yandex, Bing, etc. So step number 4 is to create create online presence on your website. So by creating this online presence, you are building credibility for your website. People will come to your website and they'll thank you for the information you are giving to them. So step number 5 is to tell them to create subdomain for you. Tell your web designer in the past who have designed your website for you to create a subdomain for them. Now that your website has expanded because you have started creating content on your website already, you have gotten an online presence and you have determined what your customers want already. You can find out your potential customers, people that are reading your content, you have known them already. So you have to expand your website. So by doing this one, you have to get a subdomain. Subdomain, for example, if your domain before was example.com, then its subdomain could be a blog.example.com, contact.example.com. If you are a pharmacy and your subdomain and your domain is pharmacy.com, then you have to get malaria.pharmacy.com so that you can create content that relate to malaria. You can, by doing this way, you sell drugs that can cure malaria to your readers, to your customers. That is how you can do. If you are a digital marketer, you can have affiliate.yourwebsitename.com, login.yourwebsitename.com, etc. So you have to think about this one, and this is step number 6. Step number 7 is to create a custom email address. Tell your web designer, tell your website developer to create a custom email address for you. They don't have to add a code before they can get this one achieved, because your web hosting registrar can get this one for you. If you go to your cPanel, you will see a custom email address section where you can enter the custom email address of your choice. For example, if your website is example.com and you want to create a custom email address for it such that you can get support at your website.com, this can be support.example.com, contact@example.com. Your name, your real name as the CEO of your website. For example, it can be John, then John@example.com, Juliet@example.com. These are what we call custom email addresses. If you are showing this one to your customers, they will love your content, they will love your guidance, and that is it. They will look you as a professional because you are not using a .gmail email address to contact them or to receive their messages. So you look differently from other digital marketers. You look differently from other websites, webmasters. So I wanted to advise your web designer or web developer, especially web manager, who get access to your cPanel and create a custom email address for yourself. For you, you can also create it for yourself if you go to your cPanel dashboard. Go there, click email, click custom email, then select the subdomain, select a domain which you want to create a custom email address for. Then the step will be clear for you to go through. So step number 8 is make them know that your website should be responsive. And yes, some digital marketers, web designers actually do sometimes design websites that is not responsive. A responsive website should be the website that can be viewed on any device friendly. When people visit your website using their device, they should be happy. They should have a good user experience. The UI UX of the website should be professional. If they are using desktop, the sidebar, the header section, the footer bar, everything should be professional, should be responsive. So what I see some web designers do is they mistakenly or ignorantly design a website which is not responsive. So it is one of the things that you need to consider when you are finding a web designer. Make sure that they had done it before. Let them give you the website which they had done it in the past, so that this show you that as they have done it in the past, they can still do it again. Because if it is the first time that you are giving a website for a designer to develop it or design it for you, you would not know, and they'll tell you that they are very professional, they have been into the business for over 15 years or over 30 years. So you need to make sure that you see their portfolios. Let them show you their websites. Let them show you their customers' websites. In fact, some companies, they do not want people to know their web designers. So if a web designer which you are approaching to design a website for you does not have a website on his or her own, it is better to ask for his or her customer's website, so that this can prevent you from spending, from wasting your monies, your efforts, your time, etc. in the future. So if you know that this video has helped you know the top 7 or 8 steps to create a website, which I see many companies use to design their website, please comment via the comment section. Give these videos a like and share it with your friends. Tell them more about it to your friends, to your families, to your colleagues, etc. Thank you for watching, and for more information visit fastnowas.com to find great guides on how to design and develop your websites. Thank you for watching.